Hey, GenderqueerChat, it's Andria. So, here I am, all close up and stuff. Too next to my face. Alright, so this week's topic is a good one. It is a little bit sensitive. So yeah, if you're not into having a sensitive subject, hearing about it, then definitely, the exit is probably out the corner, yeah, anyways, it's a good one, so I will read it out. I'll put on my glasses for a moment. You've probably never seen me with my glasses on. They're really dirty, because I never wear. Okay. So the topic this week is, could being sexually abused as a child cause someone to be genderqueer? And then the second half of the question is, have you experienced any abuse that has made you pay more attention to your gender and how it relates to the world around you? So, and there's also an alternative question if any of the other GenderqueerChat contributors haven't seen that. Matt posted the entire question and stuff, and the alternate one as well. So yeah, I feel like I'm in enough mood to probably answer this first topic, I guess. Yeah, so to address the main question of if sexual abuse can cause someone to be genderqueer, I'm not an expert or something, but no, probably not. I really don't think that would, that the childhood experience or anything like that, or experiences, would really, would cause someone to be genderqueer. I mean, I suppose it kind of, maybe it can depend on what you mean by genderqueer. I would say, kind of like Matt mentioned, that it probably could influence your life. I mean, that's kind of what I took away from his video, and at least that's what I would say as well, is those kinds of experiences, well, they'll probably mess you up in different ways, but as far as like causing someone to be genderqueer or just like gender variant, probably not. I just don't see why that would be correlated at all. So that's my quick answer to that, I suppose. And then the second half of the question, which I can probably answer even better. And that was, have you experienced any abuse which has made you pay more attention to your gender and how it relates to the world around you? So, yes, definitely. Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff. A lot of things, and it's definitely had an effect on my life, and I'm in a much better place now. So I think that's a testament to the fact that things can change, and you don't have to be weighed down excessively by things that have happened in your life. I mean, a lot of stuff happened to me in childhood too, and I would say that definitely did affect my life a lot, and it still has an effect in ways, but it has much less of an effect now, and I've grown, I've grown up and stuff, and worked things out, and I think I don't know, I'm pretty well. So, as far as any of that stuff making me consider my gender, yeah, I kind of did. I think I was already like aware of different things related to my gender and stuff, and so I mostly like my transness and all of that, even though I didn't have that word until like a few years ago. But I was aware of these kind of, just like gender differences and behavioral differences, I suppose. and yeah, that I was aware of that, and I think different situations of like abuse and a lot of the homophobia and stuff that I dealt with, which is usually how a lot of my behaviors and such were misinterpreted, was as like homosexuality and being some kind of feminine gay man or something, which again is a misassumption, a misunderstanding. But there was a lot of that in my life, and a lot of just homophobia, and there was like violence, and high school was really, really rough. It was actually really it was really bad. There was like sexual abuse and stuff, and it was fairly open as well. It was fucking gross, like that it would be so prevalent like that, and that staff and stuff pretty much didn't do anything about it. So yeah, to like lots of people, not myself, but that was a rough time. There was a lot that happened from that. So I think if anything, how this is related to my gender and how that is like related to the world, all of this has definitely made me more of like an outsider in a way, and I've always been kind of a questioning kind of person, which I think is good. But yeah, this definitely made me see the homophobia and all this kind of, and transphobia and other stuff that exists in the world, and a person shouldn't have to experience that kind of stuff to be able to understand it better. But it did make that more clear to me, and it made me kind of aware of my differences, I suppose. But that's something that I've come to embrace now, and I know that there are people out there who can appreciate me, like this group, just wonderful people, and I can be accepted for who I am, and it's really a different thing. So this is not maybe directly related to the question, but I think that's basically what we're talking about. I related to the world differently in that I was more aware of how different I was. If you get like punched for being gay or something, that's a really strong kind of experience, and whether it's like true or not, or whatever they're attacking, it's bound to make a person more aware of that. So I'm sure there's still some internalized stuff or whatever that I go through, but for the most part, I feel like I have a healthy perspective on these things. I accept my existence and my queerness and stuff, and it's great. I have pride for that, and I do relate to the world differently, I suppose, but that's just kind of how I am. So I think that's kind of how I can answer that. Definitely made me more aware of things in a way. I'm aware of my differences, but I'm proud of those differences, and and I think it's good. I can see a lot of things from more of an outside perspective, which is nice in some ways. So yeah, I think it's made me aware of my differences, and I don't think that abuse is at all necessary for a person to be aware of that. But I think that's something that has kind of done, probably unintentionally, but that's something that's kind of happened as a result of those things. So yeah, I guess the other way that I relate to the world because of those things is that I am a bit more hyper aware of that stuff. I'm aware that these things are out there, so I do kind of do certain other things to protect myself in a way, I guess, and educate myself and stuff like that. And I guess that's one of the ways that I can protect myself. So that's that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I think that's my answer to the topic, and yeah, I'm looking forward to everybody else's answers this week. I liked Matt's video. I think it was really good and succinct as well. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you all have a great week. All right.